welcome back guys to another Heine's Bricks video. Today, I will be reviewing a set. Not only just a regular Lego set, but one of my favorite all-time Lego sets that I own. No, I am not standing on a chair right now to get up here. And the set I'm talking about is the 2014 AT-AT. One of my favorite sets. Oh, sorry, gotta fix that. There we go. So let's get into the review of this. Let's get this thing down here. I forgot my table's a mess. Let's just move this, there we go. Oh yeah, guys, if you want a review on this MOC, make sure you leave a comment. Uh-oh, don't fall. There we go. Okay, let's get this thing down here. Oh, okay. Besides the first time I put down the set, it breaks, this is a great set. Now I'm gonna tell you why. First, though, I need to show you the minifigures. So let's get them out here. Here are the figures that I have. So actually, this is missing one figure. It's missing the General Veers that came with this set. Sadly, I don't have them, but I'm just going to show you the figures I do have. So first up, it comes with one AT-AT pilot or driver, however you want to say it. And then next up, it comes with two regular snowtroopers. And then finally, we have a snowtrooper captain, I think this is a captain because it's got the white gloves. It's also got this blue and red little insignia on its coat, which I think is really cool. And it's also got a smaller backpack. But that's not why I think this is my favorite set. It's because of this build. Let's start off with the legs. So these legs are actually very mobile. You can, besides that, I guess I'll go into the downsides of this thing first. These little shield things that go on the top of the legs, these pop off insanely easily, and it's a bit frustrating. So when you want to move the legs to play with them, these things come off really easily. So that's a big downside. But honestly, that's the only downside, besides one more, which I'll get to in a little bit. Back to the playability of the legs. So just so you know, when I'm moving this again, it's gonna fall off. But as you can see, you can move this pretty much anywhere. It's a bit hard to move, but it's still a good feature that they had on here. I've seen other models where it's a lot harder to move the legs, and I think it's really good. Playability aside, the design of them is actually really clean. These circle pieces, although they fall off easily, they look really clean on the middle and the top of the legs. And I think it's quite accurate. Although the feet of the build are not quite accurate, they're not as big. I feel like you could add some slopes on here that would make it a lot better. But that's not a big part of the set. Now let's get on to the hull of it. Let's open this thing up and I'm going to show you. So inside, I have to say, it's not very pretty. Not pretty at all. If you open up this side, you might get better lighting. This back wall, it might be actually missing a piece or two, but it's not pretty at all, like I just said. You can fit some snowtroopers in here, which I guess is a good thing, but you really can't fit too much, so I guess the interior isn't that great. So let's move on to these parts. So on either side, there are these little things here. These flaps open up. I actually think this is pretty cool. Kind of shows like an engine. I know it's not supposed to be opened up, but I feel like that's still a cool addition. Like you can open up the back side too. See all the mechanisms inside? I think that's pretty cool. I know as a kid, I used to open these up and pretend that like snowtroopers were fixing it, like this is an engine or something. So I feel like that's a cool addition. If you come back here, you see this. If you pull this back, this lever opens from down below, and look, you can get the hatch right there, opens right up to the bottom of the set. I think that was actually really cool. So if you had a Luke, you could just stick him right through here, and then he would be inside. I really wish they had included a Luke in the set, but I digress. And then when you want to close it up, you kind of got to push that in. Can't do it one-handed since I'm pulling the camera, but then you pull this up and push that back in, and then boom, it's there. Close these up. They are a bit creaky, but not the point. Now, another slight downside to this set is this part here, the cockpit. The sides of the build aren't that great, but I still think they look good on the shelf, though, not for playability. So on the top, you can move this out, flip that up, and then boom, you have a tiny cockpit. You can fit two figures in here. You can fit the AT-AT pilot, and then you can also fit General Veers in there, but sadly I don't have him. So another downside of the set that I mentioned before is the size of the cockpit. It's a pretty small cockpit and it's pretty tight. Not a big fan of that, but it still looks good from the exterior. And let me just tell you, this set you can put in so many different poses that look great on the shelf. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'll show you a photo at the end of this video of a dope photo that I took outside with the AT-AT in the snow. But the main reason I love this set so much is that it looks so cool from the outside. I know it might fall apart easily and stuff, but still, I love how it looks. Just the sleek designing, the head does look very good, although there's no room inside. It looks very accurate in my opinion. And it's a great set to have on your shelf. So if you find one on discount anywhere, I would definitely recommend picking it up. I know there are going to be people saying the new 2021's better. This is just my opinion. You could have a completely different opinion. That's okay. Now let's yeet this out of the way. Get that thing out of here. Now, what other sets do you guys want reviews on? I've got Slave One, Jabba Sail Barge, all these sets up here. Whichever one you guys want, let me know in the comments, because I'll review them for you guys. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. And here's the photo that I took out in the snow just today.